5 years ago, I was in Afghanistan with my SEAL team, and I was in an alleyway, and a grenade came over a wall, hit my shoulder, and landed next to me and my 5 other teammates. In a very short window of time, I recognized that I'm more than likely going to be maimed or killed. And the grenade goes off, and I remember feeling shocked that I wasn't dead, but unfortunately I couldn't move. It had done significant damage to my legs and my hips. And, I was happy to be alive, but I couldn't get the tourniquets on my legs. I'm sitting there thinking, you know what, this is the end. My hearing went, my vision went, and I was left in this kind of stunned silence, thinking about my wife in Virginia Beach sitting on the couch, who would look at the newspaper and it would say, Jonathan Allen, killed in action, Logar Province, April 19th, 2014. Luckily, after I passed out from blood loss, my medic recognized what was happening, ran over and put tourniquets on my legs and saved my life. When I finally made my way back home, because I was medevaced out of Afghanistan and I was, brought back home to Virginia, I remember, in those initial month or two, those first 2 months of recovery, desperately wanting to find some deeper meaning in that experience. I knew that it was a close brush with my own mortality, but I just couldn't find something substantive that wasn't forced, that I was pulling from this experience. It just felt like a cool war story that, I told people and I was proud of, but beyond that, it wasn't really lending any perspective, at least that I was aware of. It wasn't until I got out of the military a few years later and I began building businesses that I recognized a character trait that I associate with my near-death experience. And that is a profound sense of urgency. What keeps me up at night is worrying that I will die before I get the chance to accomplish all the things I know I'm capable of accomplishing. I think about all the things I want to do as a father, as a husband, as a business owner, as a philanthropist, you name it. I'm worried that I'll die before I have the opportunity to do those things. And I'm 31 years old. But when you feel what it's like to know that your life is actually quite fragile and tomorrow is not promised, you begin to prioritize the things in your life that matter very quickly. And for me, when I got out of the military and I needed to figure out what am I going to do next, I found entrepreneurship was this outlet for me where I could really, push that sense of urgency and I could see results. And so I built a successful charity, working with Joel Neeb, in fact, called Elite Meet. And then I moved on to building a consulting business, a media company, a mentorship platform. And none of it feels like where I'm going to stop. It feels like if I can do this, I can do something else. I have 2 beautiful children at home. I'm constantly looking for things to do with my kids and my wife, but it all stems from this profound sense of needing to act on things right now. I never had that in my life. Even when I first joined the SEAL teams, I never had that sense of urgency. I had huge, audacious goals, but I didn't have that kind of innate drive to make things happen. Now I have too many ideas and too many things I'm trying to work on at one time because I can't fit enough into a single day. And it's a blessing when you're trying to build businesses and be, a happy, husband and father. And so I think for me, my post-traumatic growth really comes from this renewed sense of urgency where I know what it feels like to almost have your light snuffed out and have no more time. And I never want to be at that moment and feel like I could have done more. And so if I can pass on one thing from a survivor to anyone who's listening is remember that tomorrow is not promised. If you have things you want to accomplish in your life, you have to do them now. Otherwise, when you reach the end, you're going to be sitting there thinking, why didn't I do that sooner? Why didn't I do that at all? And you don't want to be in that place. So take it from me, take it from Joel, take it from the others. Act right now. That is the best strategy. Be a better father, be a better husband, be a better business owner, be a better employee, but do it now because tomorrow's not guaranteed.